morning. Wow, there we go. Somebody's been playing with the levers. It happens. All right, are we there? Can you hear me now? All right, good morning. It is good to see all of you, and I saw a lot along the parade route. I was absolutely honored at the parade yesterday. I got to be one of the flag bearers, if you will, and I don't know how many of you came to the parade or have seen the Spring Blossom Parade or anything else with it. What a fantastic group of people that came together and did fantastic things. The very last thing in the parade was this humongous flag, American flag, and we had, I can't remember, how many did we have around that flag? 15 people were around this flag, and we walked the parade route with this flag. And I'll tell you the most powerful part was veterans that had no business trying to come to their feet stood up and either full saluted or hat over heart and honored that Old Glory as it walked down the parade route. That just absolutely moved me almost to tears throughout the entire parade route. Then one of the other coolest things is young kids, little ones, that also stood up when that flag came by. They know. And that is just an amazing thing. Also, the National Guard that was in charge of it, every time we came to a crossroads where they were directing traffic, whatever, they snapped to attention. But you kind of expect that in full uniform and all that. You expect that to happen. But for the ones in the parade route that honored the end of that parade was just phenomenal. So we also had all kinds of other things. We had political parties, and we had tractors, and we had scouts, and we had everything else under the sun. We even had a pirate ship. So if you missed it, you really missed it. And then the Sunshine Friends, I should say that. Our Sunshine Friends group was the one that was in charge of carrying that flag. And oh my gosh, did they do amazing. Made our church, made our parents, made me so proud. I can't wait to do more stuff with Sunshine Friends. Which leads me into some of our announcements this morning. Sunshine Friends is going to be a meeting this week. Tuesday night, come and be a part of that. If you're somebody who can benefit from this group, bring them on and come and join. We're finally going to get the trained dog to come in and do that trick. If we can get that dog to play with Tom one more time, I think we may have to tie a pork chop around his neck. But we'll get it going. And no offense, Tom. We good? Okay. All right, what else do we have going on? I've lost track of stuff. Staff Parish is Thursday. The email went out today. If you have any agenda items, zap them back to the email and keep on going. Mountain Mission Truck is coming on Monday the 20th. We need your stuff here if you want to donate to that. We're just kind of gathering at the back door. I know it's not the best place for it, but that's where we have. And so if you have things to go to Mountain Mission, if you don't know what Mountain Mission is, it's Eastern Kentucky. It's the Redbird Mission down there. It's the United Methodist, and they gather stuff up from all over the Midwest, and they take it down there, and they have a thrift shop and food pantry, and they help out all the ones in Appalachia with stuff. And so there's a list out on the bulletin board of desperately needed items, but they will take pretty much anything. No booze, no firearms, but other than that, they'll pretty much take anything on the truck and go with it there. What else do we have? We have the Lions Club Pancake Breakfast is coming up this Saturday. I pray that we had a great turnout for Junior Achievement Pancake Breakfast before the parade started. And then, oh my gosh, Mother's Cupboard with their pulled pork and the Scouts with all their hamburgers and everything. Great job to all who had booze and activities going on during and after the parade. But yeah, Lions Club will be having a pancake breakfast this coming Saturday, and it is 7 to 10:30 at Parkview Nazarene Church. So if you don't know where that is, see me and I can guide you right to it. But if you go to the state park entrance, you go across the street. It's there, that Parkview. That's how they got the name. All right. Okay, what else? Ted Ed is coming. If you want to come and support the kids, get to the music center, get your tickets. You go through the box office, they're free, get the tickets, and then we have all kinds of kids that will be talking, guests coming in, there's celebrities, it's going to be a full day, so we would encourage you to come and do all that May 18th. This just in, I heard from somebody this week, Pastor, are we doing fall fair? We haven't heard anything about fall fair. We are doing fall fair. It's a-coming, October, the first Saturday in October, it is a-coming. We do have chairs for it. It's going to be a co-chair, but they said, shh, don't tell anybody, because they don't want a bucket full of emails and texts and everything right now. So we're going to slowly ease into this. Just know, keep making your stuff, keep doing your thing, keep gathering up what you've always gathered up. And for those that are in charge of the sub areas, yeah, you're still in charge of your sub areas. All right? Okay, good. We're good. Also, I know we got one more. Amy has, there has been, okay, let me back up one more step. Let me back up one more step. I am wearing a Kids Worth It t-shirt. I've got a kid in the middle school, and I support our schools, okay? This is not me in the pulpit. This is not me as your pastor. This is me as Old Roy from Kentucky. I support the schools. I voted so. I will tell you honestly, okay? This is not an endorsement from our church to vote one way or the other. This is not a thing to say you need to be this party or another. This is not anything. I will be the United Methodist pastor I am and say, go vote your conscience, go vote your platform, go vote for the people that you want to vote for, okay? That's my position. I will not face you. I support my kid in school, and I voted that way, but I am not telling you you have to. Now, there is some other election stuff that you may or may not know, and Amy does know. And so I'm going to have her come up, and she has a mic so you can hear her, and away we go.
Thank you all. Am I on? Okay. Thank you all. First of all, everybody wearing their shirts today, I appreciate it. We just appreciate all the support I've gotten and our schools have gotten from a lot of you. So thank you so much for that. Second thing, I wanted to just make a second plug for TEDx, actually. It's actually TEDx instead of TED-Ed, and I don't really know the difference, but there's a difference. It is on the 18th of May. It is at the Brown County Music Center. We are the only school in Indiana authorized to do a TEDx. It's a really big deal. It's free. And outside, beforehand, there's going to be interactive things. There's going to be all kinds of stuff to do for the 2 hours beforehand. There are going to be named people, and you can see our publicity about that, about all of the speakers coming. And then we have down to a second grader who's going to do a TED speech on the red dot. We have, I think, 7 or 8 kids from our school corporation who are going to get up on the big stage. Thank you. 10? 10 kids who are going to speak from the big music center stage and give a TEDx speech. So if you were afraid of public speaking, these kids are going to just knock your socks off. So, and then afterwards, we have food at the music center. So it is a whole day of entertainment. So we just really want to pack the house and get everybody there. And again, it's free, so just reserve a seat in advance. So just my plug as a school board member. So voting. Tuesday's election day. Polls are open from 6 to 6. How many of you have just already voted, early voting? I love it. Thank you so much. Put your hands down. Now, who lives in the town limits? You are a member of town. Okay. If you have not voted and you're going to vote on Tuesday, you're now going to go to Parkview Church. You have never gone there before, but they have flipped the precincts, and we're worried about people being confused. So if you live in town and you have not voted, you're going to go to Parkview. If you live outside of town and you're in what's called Washington 3, then you're going to go to New Life Church to vote. The two are flipped. Don't ask me why. It's just the way it is, and we want to make sure everybody gets to the right location. So if you want to spread the word about that, please everybody there. So that's what Roy asked me to talk about today, trying to make it as simple as possible. So ask me questions afterwards if you wish to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. All right, anything else for the good of the order this morning, announcement-wise? Excellent. Then let us prepare our hearts, minds, and souls to worship God this morning.
In the bulb there is a flower, in the seed an apple tree, in cocoons a hidden promise, butterflies will soon be free. In the cold and snow of winter, there's a spring that waits to be unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see. There's a song in every silence, seeking word and melody. There's a dawn in every darkness, bringing hope to you and me. From the past will come the future, what it holds a mystery. Unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see. In our air is a beginning, in our time infinity. In our doubts there is believing, in our life eternity. In death a resurrection, at the last a victory. Unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see.
Now I get to follow that. Please stand for the call to worship and prayer. From 1 Kings chapter 19, verses 11 through 13. The Lord said, "Go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by." Then a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks before the Lord, but the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind, there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. When Elijah heard it, he pulled his cloak over his face and went out and stood at the mouth of the cave. Then a voice said to him,
knowing that we are the hands and feet of Christ for all the rest of the world. Go from those who are loved and blessed and are called to do the same. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I ask blessings to be upon us all. Amen.